You don't need to compromise on space, layout, or finishes. This home delivers in every facet here in Santa Rita Ranch, 90-foot section. Let's go check it out. So excited to have you back on the channel today, and I really appreciate you taking the time. Ladies and gentlemen, got an amazing tour for you today. This right here, absolutely stunning. Been waiting to show you this home right here. Everything from a private office, media room, the vaulted family room is absolutely unbelievable. It's like every Pinterest board came to life. There's big, and then there's this house right here. Every inch of this home, custom curated for comfort and style. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our first look at the brand new Varese Plan built by Highland Homes. You're in for a great home tour. In today's video, we're gonna get a deep dive look at all the different aspects of this unbelievable home. But first, upon arrival, as soon as we come up to this beautiful property, just take a look at the exterior elevation and this beautiful landscape. It really bodes well and looks phenomenal from a curb appeal standpoint as you drive on this unbelievable half cul-de-sac lot. It is a stunning elevation. You have so many key signature Highland Homes things that I'm gonna point out. When you look at the pitch of the roof right here and you see these brick layers, if you will, the way those are, I can't think of the word right off the top of my head, but it's absolutely Highland Homes all the way. And the reason why I can tell you that is I myself built a Highland Homes home 15 years ago in Round Rock, Texas, and I'm gonna be able to give you an unbiased opinion of my experience of building this home from scratch, building a Highland home from scratch 15 years ago. So in today's video, we're gonna take a deep dive look at all the different aspects of this unbelievable home. This is absolutely unbelievable in terms of just the sheer size of this home, and we're gonna get into all the different aspects of this home. This Varese Plan is the largest floor plan built by Highland Homes in Santa Rita Ranch. It's located in a 90-foot section of Santa Rita Ranch, and take a look at this right here. If this is not a wow factor, if this is not a, I have arrived, I am here for this, because this is absolutely stunning. All the different sliders in this home make it a seamless flow of outside, inside, whether we're enjoying this every day, we have company to entertain. Take a look at the beams, the cathedral ceilings. Ladies and gentlemen, I've shot a home that's very similar from this ceiling standpoint, and it's the Varese Plan, which is absolutely stunning, unbelievable. But this particular home, it really takes the cake from the standpoint of how large and how amazing every facet of this feels. But as we know, everything always begins right here in the kitchen. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look at this unbelievable kitchen right here. Everything from the open shelving to the left and right of that beautiful center vent hood to this unbelievable island, and looking at the detail within the trim work, the post, these beautiful rain countertops, quartz. This is unbelievable in every way. I'm so impressed with how this kitchen looks, with the natural light coming from these windows on both sides and these unbelievable transom windows right here. Very, very beautiful. This is an unbelievable plan. You're in over 4,400 square feet in this Varese Plan. And if you love bathrooms, unbelievable. Oh my gosh. You're not even gonna believe me when I tell you. There are 2 bedrooms downstairs. Both bedrooms have their own bath. There's 2 powder rooms downstairs. 2. Upstairs, there are 4 bedrooms, 4 full bathrooms, and just for good measure, how about another powder room? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's how many bathrooms are in this home. It is absolutely unbelievable, mind-boggling to think there's this much space in this executive level, unbelievable Highland Homes. This kitchen is phenomenal. Love this herringbone lay here in the backsplash. Really beautiful. It really works so well and elegantly with the hardware they've selected with this beautiful gold color. Really, really stunning. I'm gonna stand here in the corner just so you can get a really good perspective of this entire space. This is an oversized, large, absolutely large center island. And one of the things that I always hear on the channel, I'm always listening to your comments, is how does this space feel between, in this situation, we have an apron sink, between the apron sink and the range. And I'll tell you this, because this range is a very large industrial kind of grade range, it protrudes out a little bit more. So it does close the space up just a little bit because of that lip of the controls on that range, but there is plenty of space for ingress and egress. If there are 2 people that are washing dishes, cooking at the same time, you need to get by, there is plenty of space to do so in this beautiful kitchen right here. You got GE monogram, oven, microwave, and just countertop space that can go on and on and on. Take a look at this right here. In many Highland homes, this would be considered your planning area, but this can be an extension of a butler's pantry and a planning area. You know, we always need that place for our mail, for those warranties, for those things that, you know, we want to keep where we can get it in arm's length, where we got space upon space in this home. You got these beautiful 42-inch upper cabinets, cabinets on top of cabinets. Love the glass inserts with the puck lighting and this under cabinet lighting right here. Very, very elegant and very nice. You know, you can never have enough cabinetry. And in the Highland Homes, they do a phenomenal job of built-ins. It's one of the signature items in Highland Homes. It made us fall in love with Highland Homes when we built over 15 years ago. And here, we always talk about pantries. You have a really nice, good-sized pantry. Like I said, you got plenty of space here, right outside this pantry for your KitchenAid, mixer, an espresso machine, anything you like, all those small appliances. We got plenty of space right here. And then you have a great area here for all your dry items and just tons of space in this kitchen. Ladies and gentlemen, I would love to know what you think in the comments of this beautiful kitchen. Please feel free to tell me. I'm just gonna stand right here and pan right to left just so you can get a really amazing perspective of the space and the natural light in this unbelievable floor plan. I'm gonna pan up just so you can see from all the natural light that comes in from those transom windows, and every single one of these, believe it or not, are full sliders. Sliders that open to the center of your screen that you see right here. 1 stack, 2, and another one right here, right off the dining area. Speaking of dining area, this is a really good size dining area. I like the fact that we are not forced on what kind of table we have to put here. Obviously, from the windows this way, we could do a rectangle, a square, or we can do a large diameter table. If you'd like to maximize your space in the family room, this can be your main eating area. However, you can put a smaller table here, a bistro nook, kind of breakfast nook kind of table in terms of from a size standpoint, because this entire space right here is your dining area and your living area completely open. Just like another plan, the Palmera plan, They have the Barletta Plan, which is a beautiful one-story home. This is a signature thing that they've done in a lot of their homes. Highland Homes started in Dallas, Texas with a brother and sister team. The brother focused on construction and the sister, phenomenal. Her eye for design, for evolution of the plans, and what I've seen throughout the 15 years of knowing about Highland Homes when I built a Highland Homes home was just, I have seen them evolve. I have seen the plans continue to just get better and better from 15 years ago to today, because they have been listening to their clients, adjusting, putting spaces in all the areas that people are saying, hey, from a feedback standpoint, this is where I'd love to see extra space. So I didn't get to show you this angle, but I want to make sure before we move on the tour, is right next to this breakfast nook or your main dining area, however you'd like to select it. Take a look at this right here. All the built-ins, from a wine fridge, cooler, to having your wine on left and right of the cooler, and having all these drawers, large pot drawers, if you will, having a china display cabinet. This is absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable amount of space in this kitchen right here. We're gonna start at the front of the home and work our way back, because there's a lot of home to cover, and I wanna make sure I show you every single inch of this Varese plan right here. Take a look at this, the foyer right when you come in. Obviously when I came in, I can't show you that particular angle, but now when we have this particular angle, as I'm walking towards these beautiful 8-foot iron double doors, I can show you that beautiful light fixture. Take a look at this amazing study. This is a phenomenal study. If you love natural light and you're gonna love the epic views that are with this large backyard, please stay tuned to the end of the video. You're gonna absolutely love this yard. But take a look at all the natural light in this study right here. I love the fact that from a connectivity standpoint, we have a floor plug. We're not forced on where we have to put our table. We can put the table any which way, and they have thought of everything from the standpoint of Cat 5e, and even receptacles just like this, where you have a USB and USB-C connection. These are the type of details that so many of my clients are always asking for when they're building their forever home from scratch. Beautiful divided light doors. This is a phenomenal study. As we come down this particular hallway, before we go back to that kitchen family area, you have an entertainment room to your left, great media space, which we're gonna see. To your right of your screen, you're gonna see a powder room, not one, but 2 powder rooms on each end of this home. But before we go down and see that, down this hallway, you're gonna see an amazing thing, because we're gonna be taking a look. We're gonna work our way straight and work our way backwards, okay? But before I do that, I wanna show you this unbelievable utility room. Take a look at this. Very unique, very different. Beautiful baby blue cabinetry with this kind of slate, leatherette type of countertop with the gray herringbone. Very, very pretty, very unique. Almost looks like an LA Dodger blue or a powder blue. Very, very pretty. And then I've seen this tile in many utility rooms. It's very, very common and very popular. But I love having this much functional counter space. I hear it from a lot of my clients who are always saying, you know what? The utility room is great, but I need a sink and I need space. Space to fold clothes, where I don't want to just have piles and piles. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't have that issue with the utility room of this size. Really nice. As we step out here, take a look at this mud room. So many of my clients who build from scratch, I tell them, please, 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 add that receptacle like you see right here. So many of our kids, they got these laptops and all these devices that they need to charge. And I'm always seeing backpack over here, laptop over there. It just keeps everything in a controlled manner when everything's in one spot. I'm gonna keep on walking, but before I do, here's the first garage. They're having some furniture here because they're gonna stage the home with some furniture. So I wanted to show you, there's a 2-bay garage, okay? Really good size, plenty of space here within the 2-bay garage. And then straight ahead, we have a door that leads outside to the single-bay garage, which I'll show you. But right down here is the first secondary bedroom. And every single bedroom in this home, believe it or not, has its own ensuite bath. So every one of these 6 bedrooms, it's unbelievable. Hard to believe and hard to imagine that there's this much amazing space and you have these beautiful bathrooms in every single facet of this home. As we come up to this beautiful bathroom, take a look at this right here. You got this really nice hexagon tile, and I love the fact that we have a mud set with this semi-frameless glass enclosure, but this 12 by 24 tile all the way to the top. It always makes the space feel so much larger when you can put this large format tile all the way to the top. And really nice, very beautiful, elegant stone right here. I'm gonna hope to get a very good close-up for you so you can really just take a look. It's really stunning, almost like a marble look. Very pretty, the selections they have in this home. This is a beautiful framed mirror. And then as I go into the bathroom, I'm gonna close the door because the walk-in closet is within the bathroom. So I'm gonna close this door right here, open up this, and every single closet in this home, it is a tremendous good size where it's a walk-in closet. I mean, one of the things that they do, I mean, this is absolutely huge. Unbelievable. You will be very, very impressed with all the space and the size in this home right here. And we're gonna go outside because I wanna show you really quickly the other garage area right here. So you have a really nice driveway on this property, beautiful coach lights right here, LED coach lights on both sides, all sides actually, but it's a really, really beautiful. The curb appeal of this property, as you come up to it, you will be absolutely amazed. Right here in the in the single bay garage, you have a irrigation system, 3 tankless water heaters, because ladies and gentlemen, when you have this many bathrooms, you gotta have 3, because anything less than that would not be enough. And on that center of our screen, over there we have a whole home cutoff, and we have a water softener loop. So I wanted to make sure I show you all these things. It's very important that you see everything. And you know, I always tell my clients, I'll mention it more when we go outside into the other, when we go to the back of the home, covered patio area. But always important to take a look at the survey. Well, we're gonna dive deeper into that. But as we go down this hallway, there's just so much home to cover. But right down this hallway, you got coat closet, you have this powder room. Take a look at this. Really, really pretty. Beautiful light fixture, very similar to what we just saw in the other one in terms of frame, mirror, and light fixture. But very nice furniture style on this powder room. And if you love storage, take a look at this right here. Underneath the staircase, plenty of storage. Really, really pretty. Love the way, you know, Highland Homes is always big on storage, and they're big on utilizing all the given space for their clients. And here we have the home run for all the Cat 5e. There's no RG6 in here, I see, but Cat 5e, all the drops, switch, everything, all in the easiest place. I just wish it was a little bit bigger. I'm not gonna lie to you. Wish it was a little bit bigger, because when you have a home this large with this many drops, that space tends to get filled very quickly. So right here, you have a linen, really good size, tons of storage in this home. I can't even do it justice because I don't have enough space to walk by, but it's really, really nice. And as we go down here, your entertainment room. Love the sconces on both sides. It is a phenomenal space. Would love to know, what do you feel about having an entertainment room downstairs? 15 years ago, I'll be honest with you, when I built my home, I wish that I had the entertainment room, media room downstairs. Would utilize it so much more when I'm entertaining and I'm cooking. But here we have everything set up. You got wired for sound, everything. Good, ready to go. As we leave the entertainment room at this end of the hallway, on this wing of the home, I should say, because it's so large. This home feels so much larger. You got another powder room, which I think is conveniently located as you're entertaining. And when we leave the primary bedroom, we'll take a look at this beautiful covered patio before we go upstairs. But unbelievable. You got that same kind of baby blue, powder blue we saw in the utility room, but that same leatherette, really pretty. This is a phenomenal space, and how luxurious to see 2 powder rooms on the first floor. I'm gonna take a step back just so I can put it all on camera because it's so large. This primary suite is literally a suite in every way. You got your own little reading nook. This was a structural upgrade. When they built this home, they did that bump out, and then look at these ceiling vaults. Really, really stunning. Very pretty. We're gonna take a look at the vantage point of the backyard from up the upper floors, but just really, really pretty. There's so much space and so much greenery on all the different sides of this space right here. Within this room, one of the things I'm seeing again that I really like, I'm seeing multiple receptacles that have that built-in USB and USB-C. That is so nice, and these are the kind of details that are really, really high-end. Love this. This primary bathroom is unbelievable in terms of size. Just on this end, you have a great makeup area that has so much counter space. These 3 beautiful mirrors right here, absolutely stunning. And I mean, I'm just, I lost my train of thought from a work standpoint because I was like, you know what? I don't see this every day. You don't see beautiful tray ceilings like this freestanding tub. I mean, this is something right here. This is really, really beautiful in every facet. Take a look at this right here. I mean, there's showers, right? But how about a shower that goes from end to end, wall to wall, with these transom windows? You got a handheld shower head. You got a shower head on both sides. I mean, this is a party right here. This is an absolute party. You got a beautiful mud set, hexagon kind of mud set, 12 by 24 tile, all the way to the top. Really, really pretty. And I want to make sure that I show you the tile here on the floor is like a really nice marble kind of look, 12 by 24, very pretty. I'm gonna stand in the shower because we always talk about these things, is how large is the shower? How does the shower feel from an elbow room standpoint? And do we have everything? Do we have all the things we're looking for? And I hear it on the channel so many times, ladies and gentlemen, this is the type of soap niche that I always hear from you that we need. These Costco Pantene bottles are only getting larger and larger. You got plenty of space. I love the Schluter edges. They've done a phenomenal job in the finish out of this home right here. As we make a left in here, take a look at this closet. Absolutely huge, really nice. I'm gonna take a step back just so I can put it all on camera and you can get an idea of how big of a space this is. I'm gonna stand here in the corner. Really, really nice. Take a look at this. If I don't hit myself in the head with all the things that are in this primary closet, unbelievable. You got plenty of space, lavatory straight ahead. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a Highland home. And one of the things I'd like to point out to you is the details. When you look at this freestanding tub, you see that 12 by 24 tile, and when you see this beautiful kind of cased opening, but it's quartz. It's a beautiful finish right on top of that, really sets it apart, makes it look so elegant. As I pan left to right, really want you to get a really good perspective of just how stunning of a space this is. I've been making you wait way too long. Let's go outside. Let's take a look from the other vantage point because I want to show you from right here. This is one of my favorite angles of this space right here. I mean, unbelievable. Highland Homes continues to push the envelope further and further and further on how elegantly appointed their homes are for years and years to come. Let's go take a look at this covered patio before we go look at upstairs, which is like an Olympic-sized second floor. Absolutely unbelievable. I'm gonna open up this slider, take a couple steps back, because I really want you to get a perspective of just how amazing and large of a space this is. I've seen a lot of homes that they've built in this 90-foot section of Santa Rita Ranch, where some folks have been putting they've been putting pool baths out here, everything. I mean, this is unbelievable, the amount of space, high ceilings, fireplace out here, and this is just unbelievable. And ladies and gentlemen, take a look at this yard right here. You got this epic live oak tree straight ahead, and as far as the eye could go, beautiful 8-foot fence on one side. You got this iron rod fence on the other side, but this is an absolutely stunning backyard. Just take a look at all this space. This is unbelievable. You're on a half cul-de-sac lot right here, and you got so much space. As I pan left to right, this tree is just absolutely epic. I love it. Could you imagine a pool out here? Could you imagine a sport court? However which way you'd love to utilize this space, this is an unbelievable home with an unbelievable lot. And upstairs, I mean, wait until you see when we go upstairs. I've never seen an upstairs like that, where it has that much space for everybody to enjoy. 4 bedrooms, 4 full baths, and a powder room, and a game room. I mean, it is absolutely unbelievable. Love to know in the comments what you think so far of this space, and what do you think about this plan, this Varese plan. I'm gonna close this door behind me, and let's go upstairs. You got these 2 beautiful balcony openings from that game room that you're gonna see as we go upstairs. The location that we're in, I mean, Santa Rita Ranch literally feels like a built-in resort. They have over $80 million invested in all the different amenity centers they have, and they continue to build more and more amenity centers. This is unbelievable. As we come upstairs here, I wanted to mention some of the financials of the neighborhood. The HOA here is $106 a month. 2.49 is the tax rate. And this right here, ladies and gentlemen, take a look at this. I'm gonna pan left to right. This is an epic game room. And I love these windows. These windows right here, with that window seat and looking at that greenery. Could you imagine the kids just sitting out here, enjoying their company, reading some books, having fun, looking out here, imagining, having that curiosity, and just daydreaming after a long day? I mean, this is stunning. This is what we live for right here. Having homes like this, a forever home that is absolutely stunning in every way. The 15 years that we've lived in our Highland home, my 2 daughters won't even let me leave. I want to build a 1-story now, being at my age, and the part of my life that I'm in, but they just won't. They are so attached to the home, to the area. This is unbelievable right here. Take a look at all that greenery and all these trees that will remain right there. You're gonna have beautiful, unobstructed views. I'm gonna stand here in the corner just so you can get a really good perspective of just how large of a space this is. Ladies and gentlemen, I walk homes every single day, and it is rare, and I mean very, very rare, to see cathedral ceilings on the 2nd floor, to see ceilings like this, that have this many beautiful fans, can lights, and having an epic space in a home like this. This is unbelievable. Take a look at this vantage point coming here from this first balcony, looking at that fireplace with those built-ins. And as I pan left to right, the epic kitchen right here. Imagine cooking, entertaining, having your company over, and enjoying all the new memories that you would have in a home like this and in a space like this. It is absolutely elegantly appointed in every facet. Okay, enough about me talking and talking and talking. I apologize. Sometimes I get verbose in how I feel about some of these homes. As we come down this hallway, we're gonna be looking at all these different bedrooms. Take a look at this bedroom right here. Really good size. As I pan left to right, hope it's not too dark. A little bit late in the day, but I'm gonna show you the view from this bedroom as well. But very nice, large size room, really good size closet. Take a look at this walk-in closet right here. Really stunning. Before we look at that bathroom, look at the view from right here. How about that? If you got kids that love football, you want a soccer field, you want a sport court, and you want a pool, I mean, you got space for everything. Unbelievable. As we come down here and look at this secondary bath, I love the fact that we did tile all the way to the top. 12 by 24 tile. Got two different little niches. One niche right here to the left, a little place, a little shelf right there to the right. Really nice. Hexagon tile. Went with the darker blue in this particular bathroom. They have another unique color you'll notice. In another bathroom in the powder, they went with like this hunter green look. You'll see that. But that's this room right here. And as we come down this hallway, this room right here, this is kind of over the garage area. You'll see this particular bedroom, which is a really good size as well. All these bedrooms are this size. They're absolutely huge. These bedrooms are so large. So I'm going to show you the vantage point from here. Just like I stated, it's right over that garage, over the driveway. Really nice, unique shape on that driveway. And just take a look at the detail in the brick and how they laid that brick. I mean, this is artistry in every way. And up here, in this particular bathroom, you have a shower pan and a semi-frameless glass enclosure. And I love the fact that they went with the tile all the way to the top. Really pretty. We got a little soap niche as well. And then we have the closet within the bathroom, but furniture style. I want to say it's black. It looks black. Sometimes I'm colorblind, but I feel it is black. Just wanted to make sure I say that correctly. But you got a really nice closet right here. Good space. As we leave over here, we're going to be going down this hallway to see another 2 bedrooms, because you won't believe there's this much space in this home right here. This Varese Plan literally feels like it's never ending because it's so large. So this is the other powder room, because when your kids are here, that way you can hold them accountable and say, hey, you know what? Have everybody over, have fun, but make sure they use the powder room. This way we can keep it all isolated in one area. If your bathroom looks dirty, then obviously the parent's gonna blame you. But take a look at this right here. Really, really large bedroom. These bedrooms are epic in terms of the size. I mean, I'm gonna stand here in the corner because you're gonna be very impressed. Just look how large of a room this is. The way that wall curves, this is such a large room, and a beautiful large walk-in closet right over here. Really, really nice. Unbelievable. And then right here within the bathroom, shower pan, semi-frameless, glass enclosure. Got that same soap niche that we saw in the other bedroom, and it's the same exact tile. So we have this set up right here, and then as if there's not enough, right? Plenty of storage in this home. Another deep, really nice linen right here, double doors on top of that. And then the final bedroom, the 6th bedroom of the home. It's the front of the house, so you have this beautiful window, the elevation of the ceiling pitch, really, really pretty because that's the front of the house. I mean, this is an epic room, beautiful, and has its own transom window emitting a really nice natural light. 12 by 24 tile all the way to the top. This is a beautiful space, beautiful, large bathroom. Within the bathroom has a closet. And take a look at this. Another nice, really large, oversized closet. Ladies and gentlemen, I would love to know what you think about this Varese plan here in Santa Rita Ranch. Hope you're doing great. I really appreciate you taking the time, and I really appreciate any questions you have. Please, please, please feel free to reach out to me. Would love to be a resource for you on my experience that I've had building my Highland home that I've lived in for 15 years. Would love to tell you that experience and the experience I've had with my clients who have built Highland homes recently, because it is phenomenal and it has remained phenomenal. This is a beautiful home in an absolutely amazing community, Santa Rita Ranch. If you have any questions at all about this plan, about the survey of the lot, this way I can tell you exactly the size, the dimensions, what's the setback from the fence, so that way you understand all the different spaces and you can foresee how you want your pool to be in the future. All those different things, I can give you all those. Feel free to reach out to me. Would love to answer any and all questions. Hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you so much. I hope this video brought you some value, and I'll see you on the channel here on the next one. Goodbye now.
Welcome to Santa Rita Ranch with Highland Homes, where we just opened up 13 brand new 90-foot home sites, half of which you will never have a neighbor behind you, complete greenbelt. We even have lots that are a third of an acre. This is something Santa Rita has not seen.
Timing is everything, and you can be the first to build your dream with Highland Homes, starting in the mid-800s. Imagine stepping outside to your back patio and all you see is lush of greens. Being able to build your own pool on your home site and have complete privacy.
A luxurious home just like this one could be yours, in the #1 top selling community in Austin, Texas.
Feel free to reach out to us about the latest incentives that are happening in the 90-foot section here at Santa Rita Ranch. There's only 13 opportunities to build these amazing homes, and I'm going to give you a very unique perspective as a person who's built a Highland home 15 years ago.
Reach out to us and we'll give you the latest and the greatest.